platform we just introduced a few days ago, which is the new Jetpeel partner zone. If you can see my screen, Laura, you can see my screen. You can see the partner zone.
Yes, Tamar, everything is okay.
Perfect, thank you. Unfortunately, in the webinar, panelists can speak. We can't hear you if you're talking to us. All the microphones and other videos are muted. If you would like to correspond with any of us, the panelists, or with Laura, please just write any question you have in the Q&A, or send any message through the chat. Okay, so what you can see here is the jetpeel.com website. If you go to the top right corner, you can see the partner zone. The partner zone, well, I didn't log out, so let me log out and I'll just show you that. I'm really logging out. The partner zone, when you go into the partner zone, you'll be asked to log in or to register. In the registration, you'll have to provide your details. The partner zone is intended for our partners, distributors, customers. If you own a Jetpeel device, you're more than welcome to go in here. There's quite a lot of interesting information and knowledge that we put in here to the partner zone. So basically, you'd be logging into the site. And then we have three different components here. One is the marketing tools, in which we have lots of brochures, images, logos, anything that can help you when you're marketing your clinic and you want to promote Jetpeel videos. Anything you need about Jetpeel is within the marketing tools. You can view it all and download it all. Technical support will provide you with a lot of information about maintenance on your device, maintenance on the handpieces, how to store the solutions. If you have any technical problems, you can have lots of answers and troubleshooting in here, and you also have direct link to all our sales, all the providers. And the last section, which is last but not least, is the Knowledge Center. And in the Knowledge Center, we provide, you can even see the lip webinar that we just did is up here already. In here, we provide presentations that share a lot of knowledge about different things from skin aging, lymphatic drainage, a lot of different things. There's presentations also, just general knowledge presentations from the cosmetic field and medical, and there is the technique, which are specific to Jetpeel, best practice, how to actually do the treatment. We have in here training videos and webinars. We'll start by uploading this webinar, and we'll also continue adding webinars, and we'll also upload here the retroactive webinars that have been taking place so far, so you will have access to the full webinar. If you go into the training videos, it's just a nice little thing to peek into. You can see we actually created full videos. I'll skip forward. You can actually see the technique, how best to perform the procedures. So this was just a little peek of the partner zone. I'd like to recommend that you all go ahead, register. Registration, as it is only for our customers and device owners, will have to be approved. It will take a couple of hours. In case of weekends and holidays and time differences, it can take up to 72 hours, but we do try to get it down as soon as possible. So I'd like to welcome you all to the partner zone, and I hope you enjoy it. And I'm going to give I'm going to pass on the host to Laura, so she can start with our lovely lip treatment webinar that she put together for us. So thank you for joining us, and I hope you enjoy the webinar. Laura?
Yes, you need to pass me because I cannot share right now. Okay.
So just be 1 second.
Sure.
I'll make you the host for now.
More.
You're now the host.
Okay, here I am. Great, let me share the screen. Okay. Yeah, we are. I guess everybody can hear me very well, right?
Yeah, we hear you.
Perfect. Okay. So, hi everybody, and welcome to this webinar. Today we talk about lip. I'm Laura Masini, international trainer for tavtech Jetpeel. Today we talk about, you will learn, new protocols, new technique, new tricks, how to treat the lip with the Jetpeel. In this webinar also will be some videos, so then you can see exactly how we can treat the lips, and you will learn also different type of protocols. Take a moment also to see where is the Q&A tab, which is you can interact with me anytime, write your comment, write your questions, and I will be back to you and answer all your questions in the end of this presentation. So one of the main focal point of the face are the lips. We use the lips for express as you know, because we use for talking, we use for smiling, kissing, we communicate, we express our feeling to the world. And actually lips are one of the many important very requested treatment in the aesthetic enhancement. In the United States, if I'm not getting wrong at the moment, is the second treatment as a request. The first are the cheeks. So one is very important. A lot of people, they do filler. A lot of people, they are happy, the other they are not. We will see why, and we will see why this, to learn about this specific area, which is quite delicate, is quite sensitive. Maybe many of you already started to treat the lips, or maybe some not, because they're not sure if you can or you cannot. So we will learn something important topics here, such as, for example, lip anatomy for all entire area. We will see, you will learn 3 different type of protocols for the lips with the Jetpeel, understanding even better the end piece, what type of end piece will be the best and how to use exactly for the lips, which kind of main active ingredients will be the best for the lips, the contraindication. We will talk about the 2 main important support for the skin, for the lips, which is collagen and also hyaluronic acid. So we have a lot of topics. Let's begin here. Let's start with the anatomy of the lips. It's very important to understand how exactly is the anatomy in this area. So then we feel more comfortable to treat with the Jetpeel. First, when I talk about lip, I'm not talking about the lip body by itself, but I'm going to talk about the perioral region anatomy, basically all entire area, which starts from the bottom of the nose and the upper part of the chin area. The lips are divided in 2 parts. We have the upper lip, which is separate from the rest from the cheek, from this line, which is the nasolabial fold, is a separate the area we wanted to treat. But the nasolabial fold is one bypassing the times become more evident, okay, and is a little bit dropping down we have some saggy skin, and this is another part which is we're going to treat. The upper lip, we have this philtrum. You can see in the bottom of the nose. This philtrum is created this beautiful, sexy shape, the Cupid bow, which is something we have the tendency to emphasize in all the way, and something is going to change by passing the years. The color of the lips are usually pink, reddish, rosy color. It's all depend of your skin tone. Actually, more your skin is fair, and usually more you can see colorful your lips. More we have dark skin, and more the lips are a little bit lighter. We have a specific vermilion, or called the border of the lips, which is distinguish the skin from the lips to the rest of the face, which is completely, it's different, not completely, but it's different. First of all, is much thinner. Imagine the rest of the face, the skin, it's according with the area, is starting from 15 to 20 layers. The rest of the face on the lips is very thin, is between 3 to 5 layers, very, very thin. The color also is made of this area we have a lot of blood flow, we have a lot of blood vessel. And because also the skin is very thin, is given this color, this colorful to the lips. We have another things is quite different from the rest of the face, the rest of the skin, which is we don't sweat on the lips, because we don't have basically the sweat gland on the lip skin. We don't have sebum, because we don't have a sebaceous gland. And so we have a difficulty to moisturize the lips, and we actually have the tendency to have a dry lips, and we don't have air on the lips. Here you can see even better. On the left side, you can see epidermis, dermis, and hypoderms for the rest of the skin on the face. The lips are the epidermis is much thinner. The skin barrier is very delicate. And in the dermis, as you can see, is missing the sebaceous gland, sweat gland, the hair follicle. In this area also is very sensitive, the lips. You can feel easily the cold, also the hot, and so on, because we have a lot of nervous sensory in this area. So there is a lot of nerves, and there is a lot of blood as well as a flu. This is what is make very different when we treat the lips specific on the body. We need to have this soft touch, because this area is different, is very delicate. In terms of unique, everybody does have a unique shape, but not only unique shape. The lips are exactly the finger. Your finger print is make you unique. Your lips is the same action. It's a very lip unique. And also, what is very important to know when we get older, so the lips is getting more thinner. Later we are going to see that more in the detail, but become thinner, wider, and we lose the volume, we lose the definition, we lose the shape and the beautiful part of the lips. Now let's see what happened by passing the time. Here there is a video. Please watch this video and see how, by passing the time, how will be transforming not only the lips, but the lower part of the face. So the nasolabial fold, as I mentioned before, which is included in the perioral region anatomy, is completely transformed. It's become more evident. It's dropped a little bit down. The reason is because some adipose cells, they are slippering down, they are moving, they are repositioning. Two main important support, which is a collagen fiber, are diminished. Elastin with the fibers for the elasticity, they are diminished. We have less hyaluronic acid, so the skin has become very dehydrating. The texture of the skin is completely changed. And started to appear also the wrinkles, the vertical lines, especially on the upper lip, even though you are not a smoker. If you notice the lips, usually, because everybody does have a different shape, but usually the upper lip is a little bit smaller than the lower lip. And by passing the time, it's become even smaller. And the very beautiful Cupid bow here, the V shape, it's disappear. The philtrum here is almost like not visible anymore. The angle of the lips, they are turned and dropping down. And of course, also the lower lip is a shrink a little bit. So you see now why it's very important when, especially when we treat the lips, to treat all these areas. Because if you have wrinkles, wrinkles is a consequence of the tissue, the saggy skin, the dehydrating. We don't give the amino acid, don't give the right support for the tissue. Even the consequence of the beauty of the lips is going to change even more. So it's very important to treat the whole entire area. So of course, whole entire face is changing in the chronological bypassing the time. And we cannot stop the time to pass by, but we can work as in prevention, especially the younger generation now. They are more, they're really looking for prevention. They started to prevent because they know when you reach around the 20 years old, you stop to grow and you start to get older. Imagine the collagen fiber. When we reach 20, more or less every year, we lose 1%, is dropping down the collagen. So the young generation are very well educated in this, and they know how much is important to maintain the skin in the healthy state to prevent the sign of aging. In fact, here, pay attention. So what is the difference between the young skin you can see here in the image when we are 20 and more or less when we are 60 to compare? First of all, the epidermis on the surface is completely flat. So we don't have lines, we don't have wrinkles appear yet. The epidermis is thicker, all the cells, they are very, they are in the good distribution. The blue dots are the hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid, they are inside, they are between the cell, the moisturizing, hydrating, give the best support for the cell, for them activities. Between the epidermis and the dermis, we have this, it's called epidermal-dermal junction. So this part is separate and actually they communicate to each other, those two parts of the skin is changing the shape. And also this creating more saggy skin because the epidermal-dermal junction is keep attached, the two layers of the skin. Here, the dermis is changing quite a lot because many things happen in the dermis, and the most important connective tissue here we have the fibers. Fibers is made of proteins. Remember, 70% of this part is made of proteins, which is we have the collagen fibers and we have elastin fibers. The collagen fibers, you can see when you're 20, when you're 60, you have less. But it's not only the point you have less, but even the distribution change. And this less and different wrong distribution, not perfect, it's make more saggy skin because we don't have the support, because collagen is like, imagine like in the house, the framework, you know, if you have a great framework for building the house, you have a solid house. If something in the house is not, you're missing some part of the framework, so they can collapse. It's the same happen for the skin. This is the main strength, support for make the shape of the skin. Elastin fibers, they are diminished when we get older, and this is give elasticity. So when we stretch, especially in this area, because we have a lot of muscle, lot of nervous system, so we can express as and there is a lot of activities. So the skin, anytime the stretch, they have difficulty to come back as it was before when you were very young. Hyaluronic acid is diminished, so the skin is less hydrating. And in the hypoderm, the fat cell, they are moving, repositioning where was not before. So this changing, completing the shape. The lower part of the face, you can see this problem more. And these, the lips are in the center of the face. And this is more, because it's a prominent, is more visible for the aging sign. So collagen fibers, as I mentioned before, is one of the main important support for the skin. Is naturally inside the dermis. Is produced from the fibroblasts. These cells produce collagen and elastin fibers. Collagens give a plump, they give a firm, they give a smooth, they give support, they give shape. And the bypass in the years is chronological, as I mentioned before, diminishes starting from when you are 20. Especially in the for women, when you are in the menopause, because you have the lack of hormones, everything is slowing down, even the fibroblasts, they are slowing down the production of the collagen. Collagen is made of protein. We have in the body 16 different types of collagen. Most of all, on the skin, we have collagen type 1, the most one we have. Then we have type 2, type 3, type 4, type 7, which is type 4, type 7, are more in the epidermal junction. Every different type of collagen type, they are made of proteins, but they have different shape, because some they give a more support in one way, and so they have a many action, but the most is support. And you have to imagine is 1/3 of the body is made of collagen fibers, which are proteins. Proteins are made of amino acid. Few amino acids create a peptide. And peptide is one of the main crucial active ingredients, which is going to inject in the hydrodermabrasion with the Jetpeel. So now here we're going to jump in some way into this beautiful journey inside the dermis. And this, what we can see here, this interesting net are the collagen fiber. So collagen fiber, they have this specific triple helix, which is made of a specific amino acid, which is our glycine, proline, hydroxyl proline. And they are, you have to imagine, they are the 70% of the weight on the dry dermis are made of collagen fibers. So very, very important. You see how was the shape and the distribution when especially we have a very healthy skin and healthy dermis. Inside the dermis, also we have the hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid, we know because we heard talking about a lot hyaluronic acid, the same as the collagen as well, especially for the area, for the lips area. Hyaluronic acid, first of all, is inside the dermis, most of all deep down, okay? We find a lot of hyaluronic acid, but also is going to emigrate in the epidermis because they have the activity to attract to all the water. Imagine one molecular, they can attract 1,000, more than its weight by itself. This take all this water and then delivering this water in the different layers into the skin, different layers into the skin to give a life in some way, because water is a life and there is a life for the skin. Sure, we know because hyaluronic acid is a molecule for hydration, to moisturize, prevent the sign of aging, wrinkles, but it does have many other actions. Let's discover something more. In the dermis, you remember the dermis, we have these interesting, nice collagen fibers. Well, collagen fibers, first of all, is attract and they need hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is a kind of gel into epidermis. Into epidermis, we have this matrix, this extra cellular matrix, which is made of most of all of hyaluronic acid. This gel is very important because is made to increase, first of all, any activities of the cell. Because cells, they communicate to each other. They don't talk, but they give a chemical signal. And hyaluronic acid also gives some chemical signal to the other cell to make them work. Also, they help to renew the cell, the skin cell. They help to renew everyone. Is maintain moisturizing, hydrating, give a support. This is another big support for the skin. Is actually is a help to the production also from the collagen and elastin fiber. So everyone they are very connected to each other. They help each other. They need each other. And increase also the antioxidant defense level. Because hyaluronic acid is very sensitive molecular and very easy to breaking down. From who? From the free radicals, for example. So we needed to have the improve the natural antioxidant defense against the free radicals, which is destroyed everything, collagen fibers, hyaluronic acid, even the cell. And also to protect because it's very sensitive, even from the UV ray, they can be destroyed. So this is why it's very important to give the best supplement to the skin to prevent it, to treat it, to maintain the skin healthy as much as possible, protect the lips also from the sun and also from the blue light from the computer. which is create a big damage to the dermis as well and to hyaluronic acid. So hyaluronic acid is here inside the dermis, especially deep down, but they are inside all these matrix, okay, inside the fibers, inside the other fibroblasts, all the main component cell into the dermis. They just they pass through this undulate shape, which is the epidermal junction. They give all the supplement, they go inside between cells into epidermis. And also very important because is help the cell for communication, for the cell migration, for the cell differentiation, and also to regulate the extracellular matrix activities. So see, it's our support, but we cannot have one more and the other less. They are everyone working together. And that's why in this area also as active ingredients, we talk about later of hyaluronic acid. Now let's see the lip treatment with the Jetpeel. I will like to call this the modern way to treat the lips. Because the new trendy, I mean, the trendy is everybody, they want to have a beautiful lips, perfect shape, reshape, give a volume, plumping, in old age. Everyone wants that. But this area, as I mentioned, the anatomy way is very sensitive. Plus, not everybody, they want to have a filler because maybe for the pain. But even though, is that the filler really giving me the result I really want? There are many types of filler. Maybe some they really have, but they don't want to do anymore. And the new trendy now is to have a beautiful lips and if it's possible, maintain your virgin shape. And this is very possible with the Jetpeel. Imagine we are not touching the lips. We infusion important main active ingredients into the skin without no pain and a very soft but very effective way through the specific handpiece. In one treatment, because can be one standing alone treatment, of course, if you don't have a particular need, I mean, your skin is quite young, the lips are quite young, you treat a lot your face, the area of the lips, so you can do one treatment standalone. Or if you want to have a more plumping or treat, for example, the barcode combined with the reshaping a little bit the lips, always in the natural way, you can do the treatment between 2 to 4 sections once a week. Maintenance, we always suggest one treatment every 20 to 25 days. When we treat with the Jetpeel, we do many actions. We hydrating, we moisturizing, thanks to the active ingredients. We give it the volume, fuller lips, immediately after one section. And it stay for, everybody ask me for how long it will stay if you do one treatment. If you don't have any particular need, for more or less 20, 25 days, you have still a very good result. But of course, it's all depend of the shape of your lips and what will be around. So it's give a youthful appear with gently exfoliating, without no touching. We stimulate and we continue to stimulate the collagen and elastin fiber and the production of hyaluronic acid. We tighten the lips. We improve the microcirculation. Microcirculation is going to slowing down, also bypassing the age. And into this vessel, so we pass through nutrient to the cell. If it's slowing down and we give it active ingredients, but they take a really long time to give to the cell. And here we're reactivating. We also clean and reactivate the lymphatic system, which is rid of any kind of toxin. It's really clean because then is connected to the blood. So which is, we work together in the way we are, in the anatomy way we are made, okay? So stimulate the cell regeneration, so many action. And the benefit are immediate result, but natural result. Remember, we are not changing nobody, but we give the best of yourself. We give the best of yourself on the face, on the other part of the body. And we give the best of yourself in your lips area. Is safe. For us, safe is very, very important, right? So everybody, they want to have a result, but they ask, is that safe? It is. It's needle-free. Remember this area, a part of the pain, okay? You can do some anesthesia, but sometimes if somebody, they treat the lips, they are not have a very good experience, it's easy to have the consequence of nodules or downtime, and maybe the result, on top of that, the result is not so fantastic. So, and this is safe, no pain, no downtime, but very effective. You can do also before a special event, because it's given the best enhancement to your lips in the natural way, and without no side effect. We can treat any kind of lines, wrinkles, barcode, dry and chapped lips. So let's see better with the protocols about that. So you can see we can treat all around, but we can treat the body of the lips as well. Now the handpiece. Handpiece is very important because handpiece is a tools which is through the handpiece, this patent and very well designed handpiece, they can we can have the jet stream and we can give the infusion or exfoliating, give different activities. So let's understand better the different type of handpiece, and later in the protocol I will explain better, because everything is depend of the angle and the distance from the handpiece to the area. The triple handpiece is called triples because on the tip of the handpiece it does have 3 nozzles. These 3 nozzles are specific design for transdermal delivery therapy. So we can do hydrodermabrasion, we can do Hydrodermabrasion. We can also use, for some novelties for you maybe, some lip massage. And of course, we can also use for the lymphatic drainage. The magic handpiece is, it does have the tip of 1 nozzle, only one, which is, you have to imagine, the power of the jet is 200 meters per sec. In this situation, is only in 1 nozzle. This is make it very powerful. That's why we call magic, because this really can work specifically on lines, on wrinkles, barcode, and also on the body of the lips. We can, in one specific technique, which is you're going to see in the video, you can really give a fuller effect of the body of the lips. So we can use both of them. Now, we have a technique is lip massage. Of course, I always suggest to work the lip area, lip treatment, we connect with a specific facial protocol with a Jetpeel. But if you do so, you do first a lymphatic drainage, all entire face, and then you do concentrate in the lip massage. For the lip massage, we are going to use the triple handpiece. And we use the Jet Detox water. Jet Detox water contains saline solution, hyaluronic acid, silver oxide. So it's really hydrating the skin. We use during the lip massage, the angle is a 90 degrees, perpendicular to the lips. And the distance is very close, is between 2 to 4 centimeters far away. Here there is some instruction how to do it, the massage. You can start from first in one side and then you go to the other side. Every movement, one side to the other side. So first we start on the lower lip. The first line is started more from the center and then is going to outwards. And everything lift up. Okay, so in this way, we can improve the microcirculation in this area and give some lift up effect. How many times you can do it? It's depend. You can see how you can normally treat your skin. If you notice it does need, because it's a little bit dropping down the angle, so then you can do 2-3 times. But it's really quick, and the video, it will show exactly how to do it. Then you want to also lift up a little bit. You go a little bit more closer to the corner of the mouth, and always from the center a little bit outward and upward. So we lift up and we improve the microcirculation. The step 3, we can work even more in this area, okay? To lift up, then we move on the upper lip. First of all, we start from the body of the lips, and then in the same way, always lift up, and then we go upper lips. Now for the lip rejuvenation, let's give us some trick here. First of all, as I mentioned before, the lips bypassing the time, the philtrum here, they are less visible. The lips are getting smaller and shrink down. So, and we lose the volume. So what is very important, we needed to work on the philtrum here, okay? So this we can stimulate and lift up. We work on the Cupid bow, okay? We can work specific in this area and the center here in one specific technique. Later you will see through the video and in the protocol. This part is give volume. When you do the lips, don't look at the lips only in front of, but make the person to turn on the side and see how exactly are the shape of the lips. Most of the time, usually you can see the lips are in some area is missing a little bit of definition of fuller lips here. Usually they have to tend to slippering down like that. And so maybe in front of it seems like nicer shape, fuller, but on the side is not. So this area, you always needed to check how to improve, and the area also do work with the filler as well. The angle is another important. Lift up, lift up, lift up. Work here. And you can work with the different active ingredients, even with anti-aging complex 3 tone if you want. You reach on vitamin B5 and my relaxing peptide, so which is does have a remarkable action on the lift up, improve the volume and improve the tone. Okay, so this you can have a little bit the guideline how to do it. Usually, yes, of course, the lower lip is shrink, but is less. They always we can treat lines, wrinkles about, but this is for the biorejuvenation of the lips by itself. Now we go to the one very requested protocol is the Plumping Lip Protocol, because this is we have a little bit everything. We shape, we give a fuller here, we give extra volume in the center. So let's understand how does exactly work. We have 4 steps. The first step, we do the localized massage with the triple end piece, with the jetted detox water. We are distant 2 to 4 centimeters far away, 90 degrees. And in 1 minute, we do the massage. After that, we are going to do the Hydrodermabrasion, the exfoliation, also on the lips. We can choose 2 products. One, if you have very tendency to have a dry lips or very sensitive lip, I suggest to go with the jet detox water, because it's healing the skin as well, it's very soft. But if you don't have dry or sensitive lips, go with glycolic acid 5%, Renewal Complex 1. Remember, does have a 5% of glycolic acid, pH 3.3, is enriched also with the vitamin B5, so it's make a more soothing the action of the glycolic acid. Do not go more higher percentual on the body of the lips with the glycolic acid. Here, 5%. All around, because you know the skin is different, you can go even 16% with the Renewal Complex 3. But please follow our instruction, because these are specific rated for the lips. Remember, when you use the glycolic acid, we continue with the triple end piece. Usually we know we use the hand piece like a 45 degrees and move it zigzag motions. Here you can go according the shape, because the shape is different, right? So you can go between 45 to 60. A little bit, we can change the angles to work better on the area. The distance is 1 centimeter far away. The time is very important. To do exfoliation, really takes a few seconds. After, especially if you use the glycolic acid, leave the glycolic acid no more than 1 minute after exfoliation. After 1 minute, you take again the detox water and wash off. So here you can see the time, 1.5 minutes. This 1.5 minutes is including exfoliation, leave the product, and wash off. Now we go to the step 3. This is hydroporation. This is the infusion. So we infuse more or less 2 ml on the lips, more than enough. In this situation, we are going to use the magic hand piece, the one that has only 1 nozzle. And we are going to work with the anti-aging complex 1, which is contained hyaluronic acid, 4 different types of hyaluronic acid, 4 different molecular weight of hyaluronic acid, and the biopeptide. Biopeptide are a piece of amino acid and are piece of protein, the one they need for the collagen and the elastin fiber. As you notice, the active ingredients are perfectly for what really the area need, and specific created for the Jetpeel, as you know, and for the delivery system into the dermis. Use the magic hand piece, angles 90 degrees, because it has to be perpendicular. We do infusion. It's 0.5 centimeter far away. It's quick, it takes 2 minutes. So what you do first? First, you start from the center with the magic, and you do all the lip contour for the upper lip, lower lip. The second step, then with the zigzag movement and the magic, you work all entire infusion in the body lip. The step 4, we wanted to give extra volume. Do you remember when I showed the picture in the center of the lips, you can give a more extra volume? So then you take from the Time for Jet, the booster, the hyaluronic acid. You just need a really small amount of product. And you work with the dots. You can see the dots on the upper lip, lower lip. Remember, when you do the work with the dots, don't take more than 2 minutes. You do 1 dot and you count 1, 2. Okay, you move to the other dots. And it's 1 time is more than enough. You don't spend more than maximal 6 minutes for all entire treatment of the lips with the 4 different steps. Remember, when you use the glycolic acid, you must apply the sunblock on the lips, or eventually, if you use on the face, in the face as well. Avoid direct sun exposure, everything that can stress out, especially the lips, such as hair condition, too much to be inside some environment which is too hot, because this part is less lubricant and the skin is have the tendency to dehydrating. And when you use glycolic acid, you make a little bit, you boost the cell to regenerating, but the skin becomes more sensitive. How many treatment? 4 sections. You do a treatment once a week, and you perform as a maintenance 1 treatment every 20 to 25 days. You can treat the dry chapped lip. So in this situation, you do a lip massage with the detox water. You use the exfoliation, no glycolic acid. We use the detox water. Remember only one thing. If somebody does have very dry lips, I mean, breaking skin, okay? You know, when we have to deal with the breaking skin, you don't treat in this moment. So what can you do? So definitely you do the massage, and then you go to the infusion. Make maybe to use some lip balm, and then healing the skin is close, and then of course can be dry, and then next time you can do the exfoliation. How many sections? 2 sections once a week for dry lips, and maintenance 1 treatment every 20-25 days. It's very easy, it's very quick. This is take even 4 minutes. So you can really create this treatment you can use in your menu treatment for very fast treatment by itself, to make a beautiful lips, create a good marketing about that. Now, barcode. Barcode are the lips, the wrinkles, the vertical one can appear on the lips. Or also you can use this protocol to prevent the lines in certain kind of age, around 40 something. It's depend, okay, from some is genetic, some is the lifestyle choice, many situations. But you can, of course, prevent. And you can combine the protocol. You have a barcode, but you want plumping, so you can combine together. But for the barcode, first of all, we do the massage, the localized massage with the detox water. We're going to do exfoliation. You can choose, again, sensitive lips or dry lips. You're going to jet detox water, or you can use glycolic acid, 5%, renewal complex 1. Then we're going to we take the magic hand piece once again, and we take the ATX nut. ATX nut is contained mainly argireline. Then we also have a betaine. We have hyaluronic acid inside the formula. Argireline is act in the same way, similar way, better, safe way of the Botox, the toxin A. And you can use the magic, and you can work inside your lines or your barcode around the lips. Angle is 90 degrees, is half a centimeter far away. I say 5 minutes, but it's depend how many you have. Maybe it can take 1 minute, or maybe 4, or maybe 5. This depends how many you have. 5 minutes when you have quite a lot. Step 4, continue with the magic you already have. Now you change the solution, and you go with the hyaluronic acid, which is, you can be like anti-aging complex 1, which is full amount of hyaluronic acid, or time for jet with the hyaluronic acid. So then you work in the same way, the lines or the wrinkles with the hyaluronic acid. So then you can work first with the natural Botox, and then you go into natural filler effect. In this situation, we suggest 4 treatment performing once a week. Of course, remember the same precautions, avoid especially on glycolic acid, direct sun exposure, apply the sunblock, maintenance, 1 treatment every 20 to 25 days. Now, I want you to enjoy to see the video how to perform it. The first step is a lip massage. I remember, so you see the triple end piece. We use the jet detox water. Just enjoy. So see, it's very quick to do it. Now we go to the step 2, Hydrodermabrasion, exfoliation. We continue with the triple end piece. Choose here, for example, this model, she does have, you can see in the lower lip most of all, the dry lips. So in this situation, you can use the detox water or use the glycolic acid. It's up to you and depend on the situation. So now we do the exfoliation. So we move with zigzag motions. Easy. And also remember, if you use the glycolic acid, to leave 1 minute, and then you must wash. Always, if you forget something, check the protocol and everything is written over there. Now we go to the step 3, hydroporation. As you can see, we use the magic end piece. First of all, we work on the lip contour. We infusion the anti-aging complex 1 with the hyaluronic acid and the biopeptide. Now we continue the hydroporation and we work on the body of the lips now. So we continue with the magic end piece and the anti-aging complex 1. Now we move to the zigzag motions. I want you to pay attention. When you do this action, you saw in the video, use the finger because the customer does have the mouth is closed like this. So you take one hand, you have the handpiece, the other one is just lift a little bit like that, and will be easier lift up the upper lip, lift down the lower lip. So there is not any kind of problem, the finish in the mouth. And you also, you have a control with the pedal and with the handpiece. So very easy to do it. And now we continue with the magic handpiece. And now you can see how we work on the body in the center, especially. Do you remember the step 4 for the plumping, the one we work with the dots for 2 seconds? Here we work with the time for jet with the hyaluronic acid. Now, see again, just lift up and working better and lift down. My personal experience, because it's always depend of the shape of the lips. Some people, they have a bigger lips, some they are very small one. There is not much space between the lips, the upper lip, the nose. So if you have some problem to work from behind the customers, you can move in front of and do the same. Okay, do what will be the best. The technique is that, but you just choose what will be the best for you that do the operator, do the treatment by itself. Now see the beautiful result of this model. So she suffered from really dry lips and now it's very plumping, the very natural look, very reshaping and very hydrating, moisturizing. Now let's talk about some contraindication for the lip treatment with the Jetpeel. We are not doing the treatment in case somebody suffers from dermatosis active, which is, for example, vitiligo, psoriasis, eczema. You don't treat in the area, but it's very rare they ask you to treat the lips, to plumping, to make the lips beautiful when they suffer from something else, because their mind is definitely going to, first I want to treat my eczema or my psoriasis or my vitiligo, okay? So first of all, one thing per time. Of course, this is a normally sensitive allergy to some active ingredients. How you know? Well, you know, we always fill up the form to the patient. You ask the question if they have some specific allergy with everything, like for the face, for any other treatment you can perform in your studio. Pregnancy, we don't do in the pregnancy because usually we have the hormones is changing a little bit, and sometimes the skins become more reactive. Before was not, but now because you are pregnant, you can have some more specific sensitivity or allergy before you didn't have, because it's the hormones. So we don't do in the pregnancy, not in that moment. If you have some infection, okay, again, you know, you suffer from herpes simplex, which is appear in this area. Of course, leave the herpes disappear, completely healing. And then, of course, you can do it. I'm the one suffer from herpes simplex. So when I have, I don't do the treatment. Then when I take 10 days, whatever is finished, then you can do it. Acne. I'm not talking about you have a pimple here and you cannot do it. I'm talking about to have acne, you know, so we, for example, even active acne, and it can be around the mouth. So treat the acne with the acne protocol, do one thing per time, and then you can do with the lip. You don't treat, as you already know, the Jetpeel in any part of the body, and also, of course, on the lips, if you have breaking skin. If the skin it's breaking, you need to make healing first, and then we can work on the beauty. We don't do on tattoo, because people spend the money to do the tattoo on the lips, And for some active ingredients, some they can make a little bit lighter. And we don't want to be responsible for that. So don't do on tattoo. On the filler, we don't do when you have a filler. I mean, if you wanted to do, your patient want to do filler, first you will do the biorejuvenation for your lip, which is you improve your collagen fiber, improve the beauty, and then you do the filler. But when you have active filler, depend on the type of filler you did and so on, and it's taken maybe a few months until there is the action, I mean, the filler is there, don't do it. Because when we do the Jetpeel, we work on the mechanic, okay? And perhaps maybe we can move, and you don't want to move. When this appear, the action of the filler, and maybe the customer is ready to do again, you can do of course, the biorejuvenation with the Jetpeel, or maybe the patient doesn't want to do filler anymore. So in this case, no problem, you can do it. Okay, these are the contraindications. Of course, this presentation, if you would like to have, because there is a lot of information. So in the end of this presentation, we can write in the chat where you can write to us, which is you can give the comment, maybe ask for other webinar, and maybe ask for receive this for this presentation we can use in this webinar. So then you can have all the information. Now let's see some before and after. Yeah, you can see on the left before and then after 6 section this situation. But this 6 section, it was not only performed only on the lips, but all entire face. That's why it was a 6 section. But you can see on the lips how it was completely changed, more reshaping, more fuller lips, less wrinkles, and then again, you know, all the skin around. Because if we don't treat the skin around, we cannot have a great benefit on the lips. We cannot only concentrate on the lips. We can if you're very young. Otherwise, as I mentioned, you needed to give the best support, because if you give the best support, we can have lift up and definitely we have better lips. So also here you can see after 6 section, because this patient has to treat also the whole entire face, but you can see on the lips as more fuller, the upper, the lower, the wrinkles, the texture, everything is getting better. And here also before and after 4 section, only on the lips, you can see all the line, the barcode here, the lips are more moisturizing, more reshaping. So this is what you can get. So now is the time for me to check all your questions and for you to type if you have questions. It's the time for me to answer. So let me read first. Okay, when are you doing the dots with the handpiece and the hyaluronic acid, pulsing the pedal, do not lift, move. So when, yes, when you basically, you use the pedal like you press, like you count 1, 2, then you leave the foot from the pedal and then again, like this, okay? So anytime you're going down, you count 1, 2, and of course you press the pedal, then you move the pedal and you move it to another spot. If you treat the wrinkles, you go by line. Clarify the lift move with the speedy pedal or pulsing with the pedal. It's the pedal is control. It's anytime is the pedal control the pulse of the action from the dots. How long? Okay, how long the solution lasts in an open and open? The solution. Okay, you mean? I guess you mean the solution when is open, right? It's I guess so. So the solution when you open any solutions, except for the detox water. The detox water, once it's open, is you can use for a year, basically. The other solution when you open is after, the best is used after 3 months. Not because is something changed, but because are pure active ingredients. So after 3 months is the best to use all the powers of the solutions. Let me check. Okay, why is that? Okay, why is that some people must, okay, why is that some people massage the lip they are doing the treatment? So massage the lips are doing the treatment. So massage is very important because it's improved the microcirculations. We prepare the skin, the tissue to the next step, which is the exfoliation for the, and then we can do the hydrodermabrasion. Is very important step, and plus is give the lift up. We rid off the toxin, we improve the tissue. So it's we suggest to do it. It's take really just a short time. Somebody says still having trouble logging to the partner zone, need assistance. Of course, you will have all the assistance after. Let me check if there is other question here. Let me open. Okay, why do some massage? Why do not do massage? Okay, these I already answered. Do you have any other more questions? Do you find that this webinar interesting for you? Was that interesting? Please give me a sign. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, to spend the time with me today. And very good. So where you come from? Okay, New York City. Then Montreal, Canada, Massachusetts, Boston, Toronto. It's great, really great. So now for me is the time to say goodbye. And if you desire to receive this presentation, you can write to our email, or also for other future webinar you would like to have, to give us any suggestion or specific topic. So thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day over there. Stay safe and okay, acne. So I hope so to see you very soon for the next webinar. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.